St. John Chrysostom Parish began in 1911. The third and current church was completed and had its first Mass on October 8, 1961, and could seat 1,000 people. The second pastor, Father James Buckley, after Father Garce, decided to start a parish school for local children to attend. Construction began in 1927 and would cost the parish around $70,000. The church continues to grow and currently has a membership of over 10,000 registered families.
We're the only parish in Inglewood, and we're the only Catholic parish in Inglewood, and that has a whole history to that as well, because originally this had a certain tinge of white supremacy, and it was a KKK town at one time. So they didn't want Catholics here, and so they would permit only one Catholic parish, so that's why we ended up being the only Catholic parish. Now, in the 1960s, the demographics started to change. The black community started to move in, there was a lot of white flight that left, and it became a predominantly black city, African American city. And then in the 1980s or so, the demographics started to change again. A lot of Hispanics started to move in. So by the time I came almost 11 years ago, the parish was predominantly Hispanic, and it still is. But at that time we had, for example, 5 Spanish Masses every Sunday and 3 English. Now things have shifted. Most of our Hispanic population has been here for at least 20 or 25 years. Their children were all born here, they all speak English. So now our population is changing again from being predominantly Hispanic to being still Hispanic but predominantly English speaking. So we've changed from 5 Masses in Spanish to 4 and 4. Anyway, every day is completely different. Most of my days, if I had to say the pattern to them, we have daily Masses. We have 3 daily Masses every day, so that means 2 in the morning, 1 in the evening. On Saturdays, we have the 2 regular Masses, a morning and evening, and then usually 3 weddings, plus baptisms, plus confessions. We have confessions 5 times a week. Well, I would say the sanctuary, because the sanctuary now, when you see the artwork, you'll see that it's very beautiful, it's very edifying. It lifts the mind and the heart to God. And that's really what a church building is supposed to be all about. It's about worshiping God.
The inside of the church features an altar and windows dating back to 1959. Due to Vatican II, the altar rail was removed and the altar was moved closer to the people during Mass. However, many like Father Gonzalez believed that the sanctuary looked better with its original design. Thus, those in the church decided to reinstall the altar rail, and many still like to kneel at it during communion. According to Father Gonzalez, the church's artwork is all new and all original. The decor of the chapels, in which people tend to kneel in personal prayer, is temporary, as they are still under revision.
We do 2 courses or 2 full workshops on human trafficking, in which the whole white community was involved in that. We did a workshop on the immigration issues when they were having all the African immigrants coming in from Africa toward Europe, and there was a huge flood of immigrants, Lampedusa, that whole tragedy. So we did that together with our Muslim community and the wider non-Catholic Christian community. We do blood drives twice a year. What else? We do screening, health screening, diabetes screening, all these types of things.
Before our tour of the church community, in association with the students of the parish's school, held their annual ritual of the burning of the palms. The ashes that result from this ceremony are used the following day for Ash Wednesday. The ashes are usually mixed with holy water or oil and carry the scent of incense. On Ash Wednesday, which symbolizes the beginning of the Lenten season in the church, it is traditional for the priest to use the ashes to draw the sign of the cross onto the foreheads of worshipers. This is done in a communion-like procession and is a sign of repentance. Both the children and adults are encouraged to go forth and sacrifice something they deem significant in their lives for the Lenten season.
From a bird's eye view, you can see that St. John Chrysostom is a classic church layout. At the bottom of this map, or when you first enter the church, is the narthex. This is where people first enter into the church and usually hold items such as church bulletins. This then leads into the nave, where churchgoers sit in the pews during Mass. Above, or beyond the nave from the inside, is the transept, which then leads to the sanctuary, which holds the altar. From the sanctuary extends the apse,